5-1 Athletics, 2 on and 1 out here in the 7th. And our General Motors trivia quiz, who was the last pitcher to beat the Yankees twice in the same season with 2 different clubs. And we're disallowed to answer because we know the answer. It was Bud Black in 1990. That was in relief. Now the last pitcher to start and win 2 games for 2 different teams was Gaylord Perry back in 1975 for Toronto and Cleveland, or Cleveland and Toronto in that order. And that's what Omar Olivares could do today. He's beaten the Yankees with the Angels and trying to do it against the Athletics. Dan Nolte's first pitch to Matt Stairs is strike 1. Velarde on at second base, Giambi on at first. There goes Velarde, and no throw, no play on Velarde, who steals third after stealing second. Uncontested at both bases.
Well, Velarde, one of the veteran guys that knows how to take advantage of a situation. All it does is put a runner at third base with less than 2 outs, and the fly ball will score him. A double play still in order if Nolte can get Stairs to hit the ball on the ground. That's it.
One and 1 to Matt Stairs. This game coasting along, 0-0 in the bottom of the 6th inning when the A's exploded for 4 runs. They've added another here. Ground ball right side. Martinez wants to come home with Nolte down. Velarde's saying go ahead. The tag is made, and now nobody's at second base for a return throw. Fine play by Tino Martinez. 2 outs.
Excellent play by Tino. He worked that play exactly the way you teach it in spring training. He was coming home, and Velarde stopped in between. Obviously no chance to complete the double play. You can see Nolte hit the ground to get out of Tino's way, and then Tino rushes him back and charges him and makes him commit. Once he commits, he's either going to throw the ball or put the tag on him. Watch Nolte hit the ground here, thinking that Tino's coming home with the ball. And when Velarde stopped, he's trying to at least get in a run down long enough to get Giambi over to third base and the Stairs runner down to second base. Once again, watch Nolte hit the ground. There he sees, and that's called getting out of the way in a hurry.
Get down, Charlie. And Dan did, and Tino Martinez with a fine play. A lot of first basemen who would opt for the double play trying to go to second, but Tino realizing through experience that's a very difficult play to make. Matt Stairs is not a slow runner. He's not fast, but he's not slow, and would probably have beaten the throw back to first. So Tino, the right selection and right execution. 3 balls and no strikes now to Scott Spezio, who drove in the first 2 runs of the ball game with a double in the 6th. Giambi on at second, Stairs on at first. 2 outs here in the 7th. 5-1 Athletics. Strike 1. Check swing on a 3-1 count. Well, hitters love that, huh? Hitting instructors too.
Almost like thinking it's ball 4 and it's only ball 3 when you go down to first base on your own. When you get the pitch that you want and you try to get out of the way of it, if you think it's high and it's ball 3 anyway, or ball 4, you hit your bat. We'll see if he can make them in.
So the runners will be running here. 3-2, 2 outs. There they go, and the fastball is high. So Spezio walks. First walk issued by Nolte, and that'll bring up Ben Grieve, who had a 2-run homer his last at bat, his 18th home run of the year.
That home run is a career high for Grieve, or ties him for his career high. He hit 18 last year in that rookie campaign.
There's a splitter that's over, and not as big an average or high an average this year for Ben, but more productive with the long ball. 60 RBIs now as we look at the runners, Giambi, Stairs, and Spezio. 0-1 to Ben Grieve. Way outside, 1-1.
It appears that right now Nolte's best pitch is his breaking ball. At least that's the one he's getting over more consistently. Got pretty good spin to it.
Got Matt Stairs on the splitter to get the ground ball. Play by Martinez. Then he walked Spezio, and it's 1-1 to Grieve. Tapped foul that looked like a splitter. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Grieve. Ball 2, 2-2 now to Grieve. Miguel Tejada on deck. Swing and a miss at the breaking ball. Posada steps on home for the 3rd out. Taking the force play. The Athletics, of course, with 1 in here in the 7th, lead it 5-1.
It's all about being in the right place at the right time. Celebrate from the driver's seat in a new Ford Escort during the Ford authorized clearance. Now get up to $1,500 cash back, or as low as 0-9 financing for 36 months, plus up to $750 cash back. Celebrate in a new set of wheels during the Ford authorized clearance at your Tri-State Quality Ford store.
There's big news in the shipping business. Now there's a shipper that confirms your packages were received. A shipper that uses digital scanners, lets you check on delivery by phone or internet, and can save you up to 65% over 2-day services. Which one is it?
The U.S. Postal Service.
Introducing delivery confirmation for priority mail. So, now what's your priority?
Like an eagle. All the world over, so easy to see. People everywhere just wanna be free. Be free. Listen, please, listen, that's the way it should be. Deep in the
With our advanced digital network, the only thing you'll have to think about is what to say next. Bell Atlantic Mobile.
It's for you.
Got to be free. Got to be free.
Hey there, now I got something here that's downright fun. My popcorn chicken, crunchy morsels of tender white meat. It's back for a limited time, just $1.99. Go Colonel, go Colonel. At KFC, we do chicken right.
Well, back here at the Coliseum, a nice crowd on hand. 34,474, and take a look at this. Well, let's just take a look at this selection of fans here at the Coliseum. I believe, and I do know that they qualify as the Toyota Everyday Fans. Lots of Yankee fans on hand, and part of that 32,000 here at the Coliseum. The Yankees need runs, and so Paul O'Neill will lead it off against T.J. Matthews. Some defensive changes for Art Howe. Jason McDonald now playing left field. Ben Grieve out. And Ryan Christensen in center. And the A's lead it 5-1 with New York batting here in the 8th inning. O'Neill is 2 for 2 this afternoon with a walk. And TJ delivering some mail right down the middle. Now it's 0-2. Well, unlike Jimmy Haynes last night, Olivares didn't have that much of a problem this afternoon, but T.J. Matthews has thrown 11 pitches, and all 11 pitches have been strikes. Paul extending his hitting streak to 5 games with that infield hit back in the 1st inning. Swing and a miss, strike 3. He just blows it by. Make it 12 in a row.
Impressive performance by T.J. Matthews. Paul swinging under that fastball. So Matthews has retired 4 in a row today. And since coming off the disabled list in late July, he has retired 18 out of 20. So that's 22 out of 24 hitters that he has retired since that stint on the DL.
One out, and Bernie Williams, who is 1 for 3. Swing and a miss.
Got the ticker going on his strikes. Man. Talk about a guy being zeroed in. That's T.J. Matthews.
Tino would like to zero in on Matthews. Last year he appeared in 66 games for Oakland. That's inside. That's his first ball that he has thrown in 14 pitches. And that just missed. Billy Taylor obviously no longer with this club, and he was the closer. He turned it over to Jones. Up high for a ball. Now it's 2 balls and a strike. T.J. Matthews may be on his way to something in the closer role. Mr. Doug Jones there. He is the oldest member of this club, around 40 years of age, which is not old to me, but old for baseball, I guess you would say. That's in that for a call strike. Now it's 2-2.
Right at the knees. A.J. Hinch trying to bring it up a little bit. He did bring it up, but that ball appeared to cross just above the knees.
Matthews appearing in his 38th game as the Yankees play in their 112th game this year. Games over 500 on the road. Low ball 3-2 now to Bernie. Pretty much a pitcher's duel as we take a look at the RBIs that Bernie has had on this road trip. He has been a machine. Grounded foul right side. Nice play. Well, no. Booted by Jose over at first. But he did get in front of it. And that'll be a souvenir for somebody. And a happy Yankee fan. Thank you, Jose.
Jose playing the politician this afternoon. What else is new?
Yeah, really.
I hope that gets back to him.
Oh, it will.
I'll blame it on you.
It's almost like he tapes every one of our broadcasts.
Of course.
And watches it in its entirety.
I'll blame you for it.
Well, if he's watching it in the tape, you won't have to blame me. He'll know. Oh, look at him. He hurt his hand. He hurt his hand. It's just almost a slow roller down there. Look at all that equipment he has in his back pockets, just in case.
He has room for no more.
Some of these hitters get on. He's got gloves and more gloves. Probably some shin guards in there, too. Maybe some hand guards. Chopper and Matthews will have to let it go foul.
TJ started to field that ball, and then he realized that Bernie was by him, so he let it go foul. Watch this. He wanted to field it. Whoa, nope, I'll let it roll foul.
If the ball had taken a straight-on hop for Matthews, he would have picked it up and put the tag on Bernie, but it took a right turn on him, and he would have had to have a collision with Bernie if he tried to pick it up.
Yeah. Jose Cardinal is one of the funniest people I've ever met. Ever. You were a teammate with him. Yeah. I was a teammate with him. He is warmly funny.
Up high, ball 4, 1 out walk here in the eighth.
And really knows his business. We kid a lot about Jose on the air, but he is invaluable to Joe Torre with outfield positioning and base running, which is so vital. He is the base running instructor, and could he ever run the bases?
He's also added another dimension for Joe Torre. He is the interpreter for El Duque, Orlando Hernandez. Not only with the press, but also with Joe Torre and Mel Stottlemyre. Strike one to Martinez. Tino hit into a double play back in the 6th. Got his only base hit so far in the 4th, so he's 1 for 3. That was a long single back in the 4th. He almost tore the wall down in right field with a line drive that missed a home run by about 1.5 feet. Now they're playing behind the runner at first. That'll be foul. Better crowd this afternoon than they had last night. 24,000 last night, 32,000 this afternoon. I didn't see if it was a special day like Kids Day or something like that.
I don't know that either.
A lot of kids in the stands.
I don't believe today's a giveaway, but not sure.
I don't know what that play was.
Wait a minute. Whoa. You're going to pitch out after playing. Yeah, pitch out after playing behind the runner at first. Now Zimmer saying, I can understand the quizzical look on both Zimmer and Torre's face.
Come on, Steve. Come on, double play. Let's go.
Looks like Art House smiling at Don Zimmer.
Out in front again and pulls it foul. They threw everybody off on that pitch.
Man.
Come on, Steve, let's go.
I guess what Art's thinking, not that screwy. You think about it, you play the first baseman behind him, and then if he doesn't get a good jump and wants to steal, thinking he can walk to second base, you pitch out, maybe get him once. I don't know.
Very unlikely, but
yeah.
But
long shot.
It is a possibility.
Yeah, I suppose.
This time, cued off the end of the bat, and it goes to the opposite way. So Tino with some pretty good swings off of Matthews, but has yet to put one in play. Day waits on deck. The Yankees close out this West Coast trip tomorrow. 10:35 start. Orlando Hernandez versus Heredia on MSG. That pitch up high for a ball. Now it's a 2-2. And then they take the charter back to New York, where Minnesota comes to town Monday. Check that Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We'll have all those games here on Fox 5, except for Saturday's game. That's Old Timers Day.
Come on, baby. Come on,
You ready?
Let's go.
I'm getting there. If I could just hit one that high, I'd be happy. I know Tino's not happy with that one. But in an Old Timers game, that'd be a pretty good swing. 2 gone for New York here in the 8th. That'll bring up Leday. AJ out to talk to TJ. And it's a rather long conversation with 2 men out here in the 8th. Those pitchers, they don't like for catchers to really come out there and have a long conversation with them.
If you're any kind of catcher, you don't want to go out there either. The only time you go out to the mound is when you want to be heard. If you go out there too much, your words become meaningless. But I haven't found that to be the case with A.J. Hinch. He seems to be appropriate in that regard.
Leday, who doubled into center field his last time up, leading off in the 7th. We were showing you Doug Jones, so now he begins to warm up for the A's.
Come on, TJ, let's go. Run out.
Talk about somebody that can throw the ball hard. That's Doug Jones.
Change off the change. Now, something I don't understand. The same pitcher is out there, and now they're holding against the runner at first base. Here comes Rick Peterson, the pitching coach. Why would you play behind him with Tino Martinez up and with Ricky Leday hold him on?
The only thing I could think of is that they don't think Ricky Leday is much of a pull hitter.
Well, he is. He can pull a ball down there as well as anybody.
But of course, they also pitched out in this inning too.
When he was playing behind him. Tough to gauge.
Conversation over with the pitching coach. So Spezio holds Bernie on.
Maybe the manager of the Athletics should change his name from How to Why.
There he goes, and it's into left field. And it's another base hit for Leday. McDonald brings it back into the infield, and the Yankees, with 2 outs, have 2 men on here in the 8th.
Sinker low and away, and a good job of hitting by Ricky Leday. 0 for 2 in his first 2 at bats, 2 for 2 since. Well, that's a good swing right there. The more you see of Ricky Leday, when he has confidence, second half of the season, the more you have to like him.
Pretty much proves it. Leday was going the opposite way, and they knew that.
Yeah, right. Hard wide to the mound.
That's going to be all for Matthews, and Jones will come into this game. So a pitching change here with 2 outs in the 8th. We'll be back right after this.
No matter where your vacation plans take you this season, there's no better place to start than at the Jeep Grand Cherokee Summer of Fun event. Now you can head for the sun with a 0-down, $369 a month Grand Cherokee Laredo lease with only $864 due at signing. Plus, factory-to-dealer incentives could save you more on every Grand Cherokee. So hurry to your Jeep dealer for an incredible $369 a month lease today, before these great savings are just another memory.
Papers. What's in the crate?
They don't tell us.
You don't know.
What do you smell, boy?
Open the crate.
Man, that's some skunky beer.
Why not grab a Budweiser? Brewery fresh, guaranteed.
Man, he's gonna wake up in a bad mood.
These days, At more and more hotels, breakfast is on the house. What's different about our complimentary breakfast is what you have to go through to get it. Embassy Suites, a design for living.
Well, the closer is in. It's 5-1 here in the 8th inning. Come see the Yankees take on the Kansas City Royals. That's August the 17th through the 19th. Enjoy an afternoon game on the 19th, and fans 14 and under receive a Yankees watch courtesy of Carvel. You can always get your tickets at Ticketmaster. You can call 212-307-1212. Well, Doug Jones, I mentioned he throws hard. That was sort of a wisecrack out of my mouth. He is one of those guys that throws the ball slow, slower, and slowest. But he gets the guys out. So he's not your typical closer that you would say if you look at Mariano Rivera and Auguste Gossage.
Troy Percival, Billy Wagner, Billy Koch.
He throws strikes, and it's a 1-ball, 1-strike count. 1-ball, 2-strike count to Leyritz. Jones, 41 years of age. And then he'll come back with what looked like a blazing fastball on the outside part of the plate with pinpoint control. Striking out Leyritz. Yankees threat is gone here in the 8th. 5-1 A's.
At Toyota's National Clearance Event, you don't have to wait to find great year-end values and low financing on a huge selection of 99s. Like Camry, the #1 selling car in America 2 years in a row. You'll also find incredible savings up to $1,100 with Toyota's Extra Value Package. Get the Toyota you've been wanting. Your Toyota dealer will make it happen for you. Get up and make it happen.
Now where did that come from? Whoa! Hey, I've got bugs everywhere.
Boy, you need Ortho Bug Be Gone.
You said it.
It kills virtually all types of harmful outdoor bugs. Guaranteed.
Works on my lawn.
Uh-huh.
On vegetables, too?
Yep. Bug Be Gone does it all. So it's all you need.
Beautiful. That Bug Be Gone really works.
Got bugs? Leave it to Ortho.
Hey, Bob, listen, I got a great idea. Are you sitting down? I know what you did last winter. That's right. Jennifer Love Hewitt in a tank top in December.
Action. Thursdays, this fall on Fox 5.
That'll sell a lot of tickets.
A small business is more than a collection of people. It's a team that plans together, forms relationships together. That's how the small business team at Chase works too. Experts in what small businesses really need, from cash flow to credit. Working together as a team to provide a greater range of small business solutions. So call Chase to see how our team can help yours. Chase, the right relationship is everything.
All right, back here at the Coliseum, bottom of the 8th inning. A's in front 5-1 as they come to bat versus Dan Nolte. Bottom 3 coming up: Tejada, Chavez, and then A.J. Hinch. Oh, the Yankees had a big threat going in the 8th inning. T.J. Matthews had to leave, and then Doug Jones comes on to strike out Jimmy Leyritz. Yankees picking up nothing. And Tejada, who is 1 for 3, leads it off here in the 8th inning. Two balls and no strikes down to Tejada. And the A's take another look at that pitch.
Remember the track event hop, skip, and jump? That's what that ball did. More fans coming in late.
Best time to get a ticket. And the concession stands are open.
Yep. Literally.
3 balls and a strike now to Tejada. Oakland has now homered in 12 straight games with the home run from Ben Grieve and also A.J. Hinch. And Tejada will pop this one up. Hang time for Tino Martinez. 1 gone. So Chavez. 1 for 3 this afternoon. Yankees lead in this series 3-1. Strike 1 to Chavez. And it just seems like only yesterday when the Yankees began this 1999 campaign out here in Oakland.
That's true.
Well hit into left field, and Ricky Leday will look up, and it's gone. A line drive opposite field home run for Eric Chavez, number 12 on the year. It's 6-8. Wow.
I was as impressed as you. That is a wow. That ball low and away and just a rocket out of here. Kept carrying and carrying and carrying. The thing about that young man, he's going to get stronger too. Entered the season only 21 years old.
Thank heavens they started pronouncing his name Chavez.
Yeah.
A.J. Hinch with a home run his last time up. That ball didn't lose any velocity.
See where that pitch was. Not difficult to hit that pitch for a base hit, but to have that much power on that type of pitch is impressive.
Well, when you think you've made a pretty good pitch, and the guy hits it over the fence opposite field, it's got to be a pretty big left down. You can see that Dan Nolte couldn't believe that it went over the fence in left field. I've never seen the ball travel like it travels here now, though. Well, I've said that many times, but I'm still in disbelief. Nolte taking a little bit more time than A.J. wanted him to, so he steps out and re-gears himself. Two and two now to Hinch. Not only has Chavez developed into one of the best fielding third basemen, now the bat is really coming around, and before this year is over with, he may make a statement for that Rookie of the Year award.
Maybe. Got a long way to go.
Yeah, he's got a long ways to go, but he has come a long ways since the season started.
Jeff Zimmerman of the Texas Rangers was 9-0 at one point. He lost his first game just the other day. Carlos Beltran would be my guess right now, all around with the Kansas City Royals. And then Brian Dahlback of Boston, Chris Singleton of the White Sox. Nice crop of fine players.
You see a whole lot of other fine young players when Minnesota comes to Yankee Stadium, and also Kansas City will be in right after that. So they've got a boatload of young players. This is Ryan Christensen batting for the first time in the game since coming in and playing center field for the Oakland A's. 1 ball, 1 strike count to Christensen.
That's right. The Yankees play tomorrow night the third game of this series. And then after an off day on Thursday, play Minnesota for 4. And then next Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday against Kansas City.
Flashing over towards the stands. No play for O'Neill.
That Kansas City, an impressive offensive team.
And this Oakland A ball club, they plucked one of their starting pitchers. In fact, the anchor of that staff, Kevin Apier, is now with Oakland and not with Kansas City anymore. Apier has won his only 2 starts for the Oakland A's, so they're happy with what they have in him. They know they have offense now. There's Kevin Apier.
He can pitch, and Kansas City's going nowhere this year. That's why they got rid of him. And Oakland could go somewhere this year. Billy Beane getting Apier for the right to play in October.
Well hit into center field, and Bernie with his back to home plate. He runs that one down. It does not leave the yard. So Oakland is gone. Eric Chavez adds one more for Oakland, and they lead it with the Yankees coming up in the 9th, 6-1.
No matter where your vacation plans take you this season, there's no better place to start than at the Jeep Grand Cherokee Summer of Fun event. Now you can head for the sun with a 0 down, $369 a month Grand Cherokee Laredo lease with only $864 due at signing. Plus, factory-to-dealer incentives could save you more on every Grand Cherokee. So hurry to your Jeep dealer for an incredible $369 a month lease today, before these great savings are just another memory.
Hey, buddy, where's the fire? On the sun? Wise guy, huh? Why don't you pull over, Mr. Funny Pants?
Starting September 13th, third rock from the sun. Coming this fall to Fox 5.
Do I like to shop? Oh, yes. How you doing? Franks and beans? Aisle 5. Beans and franks? Aisle 7.
Hi. Hi.
Fat free. Nothing but carb. Check this out. You're our 1 millionth shopper.
Right now, use your card at supermarkets and get double membership rewards points.
I love this card.
The grass is maintained. It's cut twice a day. Like 85% of the game's in, like I said, one form of the dirt or another. This clay here is from St. Louis. It's supposed to be 22 inches to the back of the rubber, 6 inches across and 6 inches in front. Got it down to about an inch and an eighth at this point. A good pitcher makes a good mound, and a good team makes a great field. And we happen to have both right now.
More angles, more insight. MSG, it's more than just a game.
New York Yankees baseball on Fox 5 has been brought to you in part by your local Honda dealer, who invites you to discover the value of Honda today. And by Budweiser. Now's the perfect time to enjoy a brewer-refreshed Beechwood-aged Budweiser. By Continental Airlines. Our priorities are simple. They're yours, Continental Airlines. Work hard and fly right. Your local Lincoln Mercury dealer invites you to come in and see the full line of Lincolns and Mercuries today. Well, last hope for the Yankees in the 9th inning, and that's Posada fouling the first pitch off from Jones. And Posada, every time he swings, it appears that he's got some pain in that left hand or some part of his hands.
He showed that warty tissue on the top of his right thumb, plus the banged up left thumb.
Following Posada will be Brocious and then Knobloch. Inside corner, 1 and 2.
Thing about Doug Jones, he doesn't have a breaking ball. He doesn't have a splitter. Everything's on the same plane, but the varying speeds, remarkable.
There you're talking about it there. He had a good fastball the pitch prior to that one, and then there, that's kind of a looper.
Home plate umpire Eric Cooper getting the help from John Shulak, who comatosely shook his head.
Lofted into left field. Put away by McDonald. One gone.
John Shulak was about as blasé as I've ever seen an umpire in last night's ball game. Ridiculously blasé, in my judgment. Almost like he's bored.
Well, throughout his career, he's always been one of those very deliberate ball and strike umpires.
There's one thing being deliberate, and there's another thing being blasé.
Brocious sends one out into center field, so Christensen puts this one away. 2 gone.
Posada still bothered by that left thumb right there. Tough to hurt. It's tough to hit with your hands hurting.
You know what? It's tough to heal yourself during the course of a season too, when you get a bad bruise like that or some kind of irritation on your hands, because it's an everyday game. You just don't have enough time to really heal. Knobloch last hope. Out of play. Knobloch looking for his first base hit. He's 0 for 4.
Hey, it's my favorite guy.
Line and just foul. Nice call by Shulak down the third baseline.
You seem to be a real John Shulak fan. You and John are tight, right?
He did actually point foul. And he did it more in a hurry than what he's ever been.
Yeah, I suppose. That's only because the ball was at him.
That's a start. Knobloch broke his bat on that foul ball, so he had to go back and get some more lumber.
Imagine if he were a traffic cop in this town or in New York City. You'd have a wreck a minute.
Probably run over him. Ground ball to the right side. This should do it. Velarde throwing out Knobloch. So the Yankees down 1-2-3 here in the 9th inning. And the Oakland A's have defeated this ball club by the score of 6-1. And Art Howe in this long homestand that they are on, this 13 game, they have now won their 10th ball game. And Jones picks up his 6th save of the year. What a club, and boy, can they play here at the Coliseum. Coming back at the Yankees this afternoon after that pounding they took last night.
You're right, Bobby. They are a feisty group of players that seem to be gathering steam as the season gets longer. The development of guys like Eric Chavez, a couple of hits today, that opposite field home run. Ben Grieve, a second-year player with a home run. Impressive.
Well, it's in the books, and the A's win it. And we'll be back right after this message for the wrap-up.
It's Toyota's National Clearance Event. Take action now and find great year-end values and low financing on the last of the 99s. Like Corolla, AAA's top car under $15,000. You'll also find up to $500 in extra value package savings on Corolla. Get the Toyota you've been wanting. Your Toyota dealer will make it happen for you.
Get up and make it happen.
Tonight at 10, tragedy hit William Shatner.
She meant everything to me.
Why did his wife end up dead? Plus, a gunman opened fire inside a daycare center, shooting children. The late-breaking details on the Fox 5 10 o'clock news tonight.
Right now, it's the Mercury 5-Star Summer Clearance. Save on the 5-star safety of the Mercury Sable LS Touring Edition. For a limited time, $1,000 cash back plus 0.9% financing. Plus over $2,200 in no-charge options, including leather, moonroof, and ABS. Our best deal plus your best clearance prices on Sable and every other Mercury in stock, including the 5-star Grand Marquis and Mountaineer. The time is right, but the time's running out during the Mercury 5-Star Summer Clearance.
It'll be a 1-1 pitch. He popped him up. He's going to get it. Brocious down from third. Brocious makes the catch.
Ball game over. A perfect game. A perfect game for David Cone.
Come see the pride of the Bronx dethrone the Kansas City Royals in a 3-game series August 17th through the 19th. On the 19th, all fans 14 and under will not only get a great day of Yankees baseball, but a Yankees watch courtesy of Carvel as well. Get your tickets now.
All right, back here at the Coliseum, Oakland 6 and the Yankees 1, and Roger Clemens loses his 5th game. His record now 10-5. Oliveira's pretty impressive this afternoon, at least through 5.5 innings, and it looked like he just kind of gave out.
And becomes the first starter since Gaylord Perry back in '75 to beat the Yankees in 2 consecutive games with different teams, as Ben Grieve is the man with the red-hot connection. His 18th home run of the year. Now, the Yankees really, in the bigger scheme of things, don't have a lot of problems. But Roger Clemens, if the Yankees were entering postseason play tomorrow, Roger Clemens would be a concern. He would be a very serious concern as far as New York is concerned.
And Roger, even though his record is 10-5, his earned run average up almost to 5 now, as he gives up 2 long balls to this Oakland ball club. And you're right, Roger today seemed to, pitch well the first 2 or 3 innings, and then all of a sudden he lost the strike zone again and lost a split finger and was only able to throw the 1 pitch, and that was a fastball, and he couldn't locate it.
Bringing up the fact that Roger fell behind 4 left-handed hitters in a row with a 3-ball count to each and paid for it.
Well, the Yankees finally lose their first game on this West Coast trip, being perfect up at Safeco Field. Last night they did a pounding on the A's here at the Coliseum and making them pay for walking and not throwing strikes. And then the A's come back this afternoon. That shows lots of character. And the reason that Art Howe likes this ball club, they were only 2 games back in the wild card when this game started this afternoon. Well, once again, the final score is the Yankees 6-1. Checked out the Oakland A's 6 and the Yankees 1. Be sure to join us again Friday night when the New York Yankees take on the young Minnesota Twins. It will all start here on Fox 5 at 7:30. Coming up next is The Simpsons here on Fox 5. Well, they're getting loose and getting ready as the shoes begin to tighten up. The only thing of it is, sometimes you just had to look at it from a different perspective. Jimmy Leyritz got the start as a designated hitter. He got a double. Ricky Leday made a fine play in the outfield. Some nifty infield play by the Yankees. It just wasn't enough. So lots of running, lots of high fives, some home runs. That's Ben Grieve. He hit 1 today. Yeah, it just wasn't Yankees' day. So for all of us here at the Fox 5 telecast and from my partner Tim McCarver, I'm Bobby Mercer. Good night.
In New York, stay at the fabulous Shelburne Murray Hill, where you get a suite for the price of a regular room. Call 1-800-MESUITE.
The pickup truck, the international symbol of rugged independence. In the Nissan Frontier Crew Cab, a man can go wherever his wandering spirit takes him. He can bring everything he needs, and he can do whatever he darn well pleases. Yes, the Frontier sure says a lot about a man. And his wife, and his 3 little girls. The new Nissan Frontier Crew Cab.
A simple equation for speed. Take your PC, add your standard phone line, then add Red. What do you get? A business that moves faster. A business that works more efficiently. An affordable, high-speed digital connection that makes your current connection look like it's standing still. Call 1-888-RED-2000 for a no-risk 30-day trial. Red means go.
We brought you the compact pickup ranked best in initial quality. The next Neon with a lot more to love and sophisticated technology you can afford. Now, here's what's new for the new Dodge. The Dodge Summer Clearance with exceptionally low lease rates, generous cash allowances on select models, or extremely low financing. What's new from the new Dodge? Just catch the Dodge summer clearance.